Okay, says I'm live. So we've already got people here and everything. All right, let me start saying hi to everybody. Hi, Starla. Starla, I bought that thing. I'm going to show it in a minute. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Terry. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Missy. Okay, you guys saw at Dee Dee's this morning what I'm going to be playing with. Some awesome crap over here. Excited. So let's give it a few minutes for people to come in, and then we'll get started. And mostly I'm just going to play with stamps today. Hey, Dee Dee. Did you get that bathroom cleaned? Are you having storms? Hi, Ann. I hope they don't get bad, Dee Dee. Hi, Kat. Yay, awesome crap. That's what we got. Awesome crap. I got a bunch of awesome crap. Hi, Barbie. All right. So anyway, come on, people. Get in here. I got stuff to do. Hi, Marguerite. So I did get out a bunch of my stamps. Well, I mean, a fraction of what I have. I'm going to show you guys how ridiculous, and this isn't even all of them, you guys. I'm going to show you how ridiculous I am. I don't mind admitting it. Let me get to my gallery here. All right. Can you see that cabinet? That cabinet is full of nothing but stamps. I think there's 39 drawers on it. And then I have a bunch of these old lead type trays, drawers. And they're, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe there's 8 of them around here. I don't take them off their blocks, Barbie. So that's one of the type drawers. Let's see which one that is. I'm not sure. Oh, and then little stuff like this. Yeah, there's another wall. And there's another identical one on the other side of this. And then this is nothing. That whole section of wall right there is nothing but house mouse stamps. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Joan. This is the one that's in the kitchen. And that's all food, different types of food. And then that's just where I keep a lot of supplies that I use regularly. So that's crazy, right? Crazy. It is quite a collection. And it's against the rules to count them. So I couldn't even give you an estimate. But then in addition to that, and I didn't take a picture of it, but I'll just take one real quick. This is how ridiculous I am. All right, now you're going to see. Because all those that I just showed you are the wood mounted stamps. Hang on. This is CD cases full of unmounted. And then I have more unmounted that I can't fit in here. But my mother was a stamp person too, so a lot of them are hers, and I can't get rid of my mom's stuff. I just can't. So here I am. Here I am. But I love them, so I don't even care. Holy cannoli. I know, Barbie, right? Oh my God. And I'm not a huge fan of unmounted stamps, to be honest. Red rubber stamps make a far superior impression than the unmounted. That's just the truth, which reminds me, I need to get out my piece of fun foam to stamp on. And Dee Dee, look it, mine's clean. So I will need that here in a little while. But anyway, what got me thinking about whether or not they made washi tape stickers is I was cleaning out. I have these 2 wooden boxes out in my front room that I keep my art on the couch stuff, and I hadn't been in them in a while, and I thought I should look down there and see what's in there. Hi, Linda, give Tim a hug. And I came across a few rolls of this washi tape stickers that I had bought. And I love these because they virtually disappear on most any paper. And so I got thinking, I wonder if they sell washi sticker paper. Never entered my mind before I started messing with these washi tapes that I found that I'd forgotten that I had. Thank you. Because I like putting stickers and stuff in my beast, but I don't like adding that much thickness. And I thought they're thinner, they disappear into the background. And so the other day when I was yakking at Dee Dee, I did this little experiment. This cat is stamped directly on the paper, and this little guy is cut out of the washi. And you can't even tell the difference, can you? Well, Terry, I might have to fix that for you. But anyway, so that's what I got thinking, that in the evenings, I wouldn't mind, having some images stamped out that I could sit in color. And then when I'm messing in the beast, I have stickers virtually ready to go. Okay, Dee Dee, I could too. So we'll get you set up, Terry. Don't worry. So anyway, and on this page, last Saturday, I did finish my scavenger hunt 100%. I had told Dee Dee earlier in the week, I don't think I'm going to get it done. I'm close, but I'm probably just not going to do it. And then I kind of got mad at myself and said, there is no excuse for you not to finish that scavenger hunt. So, and I only had two major things left. One was draw your day, and the other one was I hadn't included a window envelope. And I thought, well, hell, I could just throw a window envelope in. But I didn't do that. I did something cool with it. But anyway, I'm going to wait and show you the scavenger hunt next week when I do the drawing, which is a week from today at this time at this place. So, yeah. So anyway, that's how I intend to use the stickers, and I can put them on envelopes for, to ship out to you guys or whatever. But yeah, it was kind of a spur of the moment. I think I'll do this. And then it was just like, oh man, I love it. Hey, Dorothy. Hi, Ann. Did I say hi, Ann? I think I did. But anyway, in that same, well, maybe it wasn't the same Amazon order. I think I did 2 last week. But when the paper comes, it's just in this, just like in a clear package. I had to write on here that it was washi sticker paper. No identification at all. So if anybody wants a link, I'll go and get it for you. So I ordered that. And then Starla, who happens to be in chat, had sent me, I'd mentioned last week that I want, I might be getting a new one, Zen Jen, so I'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, Starla was kind enough to go out on Amazon because I was bitching about my compass and that I had ruined it. And so she sent me a link, and Starla, I did go ahead and order the one you sent me. Problem is, it is metal and it's very nice, and I don't remember how much I paid for it. But this comes as an attachment where you can add your pen. The problem with this one is this screw thing is still plastic. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but I probably will, I'll probably wreck it in no time. Hi, Angie. Did Angie come in? So, Kathleen, did I get you on the list for the scavenger hunt? Let me check, because I'm scared I'm going to miss somebody. Hang on, I'm pulling the list right now. But no, I did 100%. So I'm very, very proud. And this is the list. Yep, I've got you, Kathleen. So yeah, I'll do that a week from today. So if you want to know if you won, and the way I'll do it is however many people I have on the list, I will enter that into random.org, and whatever number comes up is the winner. So yeah, so that's that. So anyway, Starla, I did play with this. Let me show you. I had so much stuff out here. Let me see if I can even find what I did. Probably not. Dang it. It was just here. I don't know. That's what I get for cleaning up, man. It'll turn up. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. I had it in the pile. So that was what I did with my brand new little compass here. And this is alcohol markers, and I was just playing with it. And it seems to be incredibly accurate. So, and then I did ask the Oblivious Mind artist which one she used, and Starla, so far I'm really happy with it, and it's a really good one, and it does come with the pencil attachment, so it's not completely wasted. But yeah, now that I put this attachment on, I can't put it in its little container. And then up here you get the needle and some extra leads. So I'm not sorry that I bought it, Starla. You did try. But I did check with the Oblivious Mind, and she has a rot ring one, which I've looked at a bunch of those. And most of the ones that I can find are all like vintage, really old ones. And you got to buy them on eBay. And people think these things must be made of freaking gold because when they sell them used, they want a lot of money for them, I think. And it could be because they know that those plastic screws are going to trash out every time. So yeah, I was just sitting here yesterday playing with it, and so far I'm really happy with it. So there you go. So that was just playing, and it was actually on a piece of scrap paper that had other stuff on the back, so it wasn't meant to be like fine art. Hey, Ruth. And then I lost a knife. Robert probably put it away somewhere that I don't know where it is. But anyway, I did order a knife. It's about a 9-inch paring knife. But look at, I'm not going to show you the knife. But do you guys, this is so stupid that I'm like this. Check out this cool box that it came in. It's got these, I couldn't figure out how to get it opened. It was like, how the hell do you even open this box? And then it finally dawned on me. It has a little flip edge over here. That box is too nice to get rid of, you guys. I need this box like I need a freaking hole in the head. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to collage it like I do those other storage boxes, because I love that closure so much. I'll take this crap out. But in addition to that, the knife inside, oh my God, it's such a nice knife. I'm so glad that my knife got lost and it forced me to buy a new one, because I got a really cool box, and the knife is sharp and awesome, weighted perfectly. It's just like, now I want to go cut tomatoes all day. Because you know how when your knife gets dull, you can't cut a tomato. This one, it's just like bzz, like you're cutting it with a razor. It is a nice box, right, Starla? So it's like, I need a box like I need a flipping hole in the head. And then the other thing I ordered, and Dee Dee's shown this, so I'm not going to show it again unless somebody just wants me to. But the Icons of the World book for the Passport Journal. And unbelievably, so many of the things that I could have maybe used, I've already done, or they're not on my list of stuff to do. But yeah, I'm glad I got it. It's really a nice book, and it was inexpensive. So I thought, well, even if I use part of the images, yeah, it's still a good buy. So, and who doesn't want to have stuff of the famous places around the world? And other than the washi paper, that's it. That's all I've ordered. But that damn Dee Dee is about got me ready to order a new printer, and I'll show you why in a minute. But I want to show you a pile of happy mail that I got from Kay Berg, who just came in chat. And I might have been whining. I can't believe I would be whining, but I might have been whining that I didn't have any Japanese ephemera. So she sent me this whole pile of Japanese ephemera. This is a page of Japanese writing, which is cool. I have 0 of that, none. So that's way cool. And this feels like rice paper with writing on it. So, and obviously everything's upside down. But I'll just flip through it all really quick. Awesome stuff. I love this rice papery stuff. Kathy, did you buy it printed like this, or because it feels like it's original, like this isn't printed material, this is original ink and stuff like that, right, Zen Jen? And I got money. This is called Hell Bank Notes, and I went and read about them. I knew that they had this tradition, but you burn this so the people who have passed on have money. But I love the Hell Bank notes. So that will definitely end up in the Passport Journal. These will definitely, even though they're pretend. We're not going to pretend they're pretend. More Japanese writing. I wish I could read it, but I can barely read English. So I'm just flipping through this stuff so you can see. It's all way cool, like way cool. More Japanese writing stuff. I wouldn't even know where you could find stuff like this, you know? Cool. Napkin. That'll keep me from having to draw one of the flowers. Hi, Tina. Map or Stamperia. Asian stuff. And I might have, when I saw this, it made me think, you know what? I think I do have some Japanese Stamperia rice paper that I bought from Z when she had her shop. I'm going to have to look. Dorothy, I'm going to lecture you right now. You had better use that stuff that you're getting from Dee Dee, and I want to see a photo. I want proof, okay? Yeah, there. I saw the map too on the front of that. Kathy, I did. All of Asia. I'm getting very familiar with this stuff. And then this is like a plastic. It reminds me of a, if you're a planner girl, a lot of planner girls have dashboards. It reminds me of the dashboard material. Still very cool. A lot of this will end up as tip-ins for the Passport Journal that I may not add until near the end. Well, what's your problem with crafting? I don't want any excuses. A very cool bookmark that I may really use as a bookmark. More Asian printed paper. That's definitely Asian. I could maybe even paint something like that. Rice paper. Look at these ladies, Dee Dee. Yeah, we'll have to hunt you down. When I saw these, it made me think of when my husband was in the hospital after his brain surgery. He wasn't conscious yet, and so I was just spending endless days. I know the ladies are very cool at the hospital, and I went to a bookstore and bought My Life as a Geisha. Do you guys remember that? At the end of the 90s is when it came out. Yeah, the kitty's really cute. Anyway, I sat in his hospital room in the ICU and read that book out loud to him. Even though he wasn't conscious, he got to read the book. Samurai guys. Cranes. Look at this. Ah, this is so cool. I love this. Eat your heart out, Zenjen. You read that book? Yeah. My Life as a Geisha or something. Yep. You're more scared of your niece? Oh, she can't live there all the time. Kathy, this is all so awesome. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for putting it in the mail and putting it together. It's just, you guys are the best. But thank you so much. So these I'm actually going to cut up. I might look up what they mean because since I can't hard eating over here, I don't know what they mean. So I don't want to put anything too foul. I don't even know why I even talk like that because you guys know I don't care. But I may look up what each of these means so I could at least translate them for my bad self. And I haven't Googled it yet. So, but it's all just so awesome. I could do an entire journal of just Asia, right? Hey, Raul. Anybody I missed coming in? I saw CB come in. Hi, CB. Hi, Sherry. So, but it's all just so awesome. And then she put in this pad of Asian pattern paper where I can make tags and different things. So, I mean, I'm going to use it in my regular passport journal, but now I have so much, I literally could do an entire Asian. Look at these. Journal. So they're awesome. The problem with these, they're printed front and back, so you have to decide, do I want that or do I want that? I want them both. Why do you do this to me? So yeah. And these are like quotes, Asian quotes. So yeah, it's all just so cool. I was like flabbergasted when I opened it. I was like, what the heck? And then she wrote me a nice card, which I will include somewhere. Very pretty. And she showed these on her stream. Kathy streams Tuesdays at about, what, 10 o'clock Eastern? I know it's usually about 9 o'clock Central for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough, and I can't get it back in there. So, but yeah, I felt like I had won the lottery. So I kind of did. So yeah, you'll see that stuff start showing up here and there, and I'll go back and put it in the journal when I get back to it because I haven't even worked in that for a week. I did last week get one of the worst of my flower beds cleaned out, and Robert and I need to add dirt to it still, but I'll do that later. And then the weather hasn't been agreeable enough that I can go out and do the others. Don't worry, Angie, if you're not feeling good or if you're busy or something, you don't even have to worry about that, you know? It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so Dee Dee was talking about the washi sticker paper that I discovered. And so in between her stream and my stream, I started messing with my printer. And Dee Dee, this is the first one that came out. And I don't trust my printer when it tells me that my ink cartridges are low because of something that I did a long, long time ago. Anyway, but I don't trust it. But it's been telling me that you're running low on ink. And so I printed the first one and I thought, okay, it's got to be better than this. Because when Dee Dee showed hers, it was crisp and nice and everything. So after this one, I did go ahead and put in new ink cartridges. And this is after the new ink. So, yeah. Definitely a difference. So now I can cut this into, and I'm going to here in a minute, I can cut it into washi strips. And then this was the other art that I decided to go ahead and copy on here. Because I thought these just cut out as a strip of washi to put on an envelope or something like that. Oh, thanks, Tina. I did put in the new ink. And so now I don't have any. But when I went and looked at the printer that Dee Dee has, it's on sale right now. And the thing is, the ink alone, it comes with, like, it said 2 years worth of ink. Well, 2 years worth of ink, I've paid for the printer, not having to buy this expensive crap. And I know I've told you guys before, but at one time I read that printer ink is the most expensive fluid we use in our lives. More expensive than gasoline, more expensive than milk. I mean, it was like, if you did it by the gallon, it would be over $1,000 a gallon for printer ink. That's stupid crazy. So, yeah. So I have the printer in my cart, and I was whining to Robert, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Like, and he said, would you just buy it and shut up? Like, he's just like, quit telling me about it. Just buy it and be done with it. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe next time you see me, I'll be, but anyway, I was going to show you just for comparison. Now this is mine is a Canon printer. This is the original. This is the copy. So, and I think Dee Dee's was still way brighter than mine. And this is not an expensive printer, so I shouldn't expect it to be, you know, the best on the market. You want me to tell you which model? Here, I've got it right here. It's an HP Smart Tank 7. Dee Dee's is a 7300 series. The one I put in my cart is 7301 wireless, all-in-one cartridge, free printer, up to 2 years of ink included, mobile print, scan, copy, automatic document feeder, and I don't know if it comes in multiple colors, but I just picked out the gray one. So that's what's sitting in my cart right now. Well, no, this is the same paper that Dee Dee was using, CB, because we're messing with this washi sticker paper. And I know paper does make a difference. But I was just using this as an example of what Dee Dee showed this morning and what mine did. And I will go ahead. Well, okay. Now, see, I'm already talking like I own the damn printer. I will do another experiment when it comes to see. Yeah. But we're both using the same sticker paper, or I think it's the same. But anyway, yeah, so let me show you. This is the original, well, it would be this way. Original copy. So they're not as bright for sure, and I know the paper is going to affect that. And then on this one, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter. And of course, I couldn't get all of this on here, but that's the original, that's the copy. So it definitely messes with your, but Dee Dee's, when Dee Dee does her prints of her collages, you can't tell that they're, at least on camera, I can't tell that they're copies. I mean, they come out so nice and bright. So, yeah. So there you go. So I don't know. I'm just going to have to belly up to the bar, I think, and buy the, and these scraps I will use because I'll stamp on them. Where'd the other one of those go? You goofball. There it is. And this paper, if you're going to use it in your printer, and when you buy the paper, it will tell you that it works in inkjet printers. I'll go ahead, Tina, and get the link for the paper because I know exactly what I ordered. And then when I put this in, would somebody check it and see that it really works? All right, let me unload my computer cot. All right, somebody check that link and see that it works. Okay, Sherry, how do you like that one? See, and I actually shot for laser printers. Laser printers, that was what I thought I was going to go to. Hi, Joanne. Oh, okay, it was a scam and the phone is fine. Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better because I bullied Joanne into getting an IG account, and then her phone started acting up, and she said, I think I'm going to have to get rid of it. And it was like, no, I've never heard anybody have problem with IG. Now I have, thank you, Tina. Even on my account to this day, there is another person using my name, my picture, and I cannot get IG to take it down. And that annoys the hell out of me. So anyway, you like it, but not everyone does. Okay. Yeah, see, it's just one of those things. And the reason I'm thinking about just going with the one Dee Dee has is because I've seen with my own eyes how well it works. And so I'm like, I think I want to do that. Why did I put my cutting mat away? All right, we're going to, Dee Dee just willy-nilly cut into hers, but let's just cut some washi tape out of here. And we'll put it in the beast to do a little experiment, because that's where I experiment a lot in the beast. So I don't know if they're going to be exactly equal measurements. They don't have to be really. And it's, you know, just like with all other washi paper, it's not permanent. Like somebody asked in Dee Dee's chat, does it work? You know, is the sticky as crappy as real washi tape? I think it's a little bit better, but I could peel up that sticker. So, so I think it sticks better than some of the washi tape that's around. But I love this, that you can make your own little washi tape. Let's put it in the beast right now because we can. So you can turn your own artwork into your own washi tape. Let's just put it right here on this page because we can. And Dee Dee, you know, said peel it off like this so that it doesn't curl. And that's probably really good advice. Cut it to the length you need. I like it. I like it a lot. So, you know, that's one use for it. And of course, Dee Dee was doing her entire book with it. So, yeah, I'm going to like this, I think. Of course, I quit buying washi tape anyway because I have so much. But I just like the idea that I can make my own. Yeah. So anyway, what I'm going to do is try and do some stamping, and then I'm going to test watercolor on it. I have to imagine that most of your products are going to work on it. You would buy a roll of that? Awesome. Well, I will send you as a thank you. You will get some, okay? So yeah, I'm loving this, and it was just such a fluke that I thought, well, I wonder if they make washi sticker paper. So you didn't test wrapping. Okay, let me see here, Dee Dee. You have washi and never use the dang stuff. The only place I really use it, Barbie, is in the Beast or, you know, on mail. Oh, use it, wrap it around a card. Okay, let me see here. Oh, well, you wouldn't wrap it around a card. You'd leave the backing on it, wouldn't you, Dee Dee? Well, what the hell? Let's try it. You mean so like you could give it away? I know what you're talking about. I know. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Let's try it. Now, keep in mind that this is printer ink that's just sitting on the top of the paper. And I wonder if when I peel it off, it's going to peel the ink with it. All right. Make sure it's on there real good. So then you could share your own handmade washi. Yeah, it's peeling off some of the printing, Dee Dee, but you could still use it. Yeah, I can tell that it's on the back, but you could still use it. Or you could also spray it with some fixative so that it wouldn't peel off. Hey, Bossy Butt. I'm playing with the paper. I just made my very own washi tape. I'm so excited. All right, so let's do some stamping. What are you testing, Marguerite? So I can turn all this into washi too. I'm so excited. All right, let me show you the stamps that I got out. And I'm excited because I do have so many stamps that, you know, if I'm sitting here messing around in the Beast, I don't want to get up and get stuff out and make another mess, and because that's just the way I am. Some people that wouldn't bother me, it bothers. So I think the way I'll end up doing this, just knowing me and my nature, is that I'll stamp these all out, and then in the evenings I'll use either colored pencils or markers or whatever to color them in, leave them on the paper, and then cut them out and use them in the Beast or wherever as I need them or want them. Barbie, Dee Dee did jelly printing on the washi sticker paper this morning, and it worked out awesome. Worked out really good. So let me just go through. Actually, the monkeys, I was looking for some monkey stamps the other day for some reason. I don't remember. But I have a couple of monkey stamps. And these aren't the ones that are in the drawer either. And bananas for you. And then the monsters. I love the monsters. So I thought, well, we'll do some of those. And I'll show you all of them. You tell me which ones you want me to do. And then years ago, I don't know how long it's been a while, but I stopped in at Tuesday morning, which I don't have a Tuesday morning. I don't think anybody has Tuesday morning anymore. I think they all closed down. But I walked into Tuesday morning one day up in Joplin, and they had a ton of these Stampers Anonymous. Isn't that what they're called? Maybe not. Let me see. Yeah, Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz, blueprint stamps on sale for like $1.25 or something. It was ridiculously cheap how low these were. So I went ahead and bought a bunch of them. Only of the blueprint. Now the dogs, that I probably had to pay full price for, but all of these blueprint ones, no, the cats I did get there that day because I already had the big cats. And then I got the little cats too, and that's why the cats were in the Beast. And then the Crazy Birds. So I've got a bunch of the Tim Holtz, Stampers Anonymous, and the blueprint stamps. And there's more of these. I just didn't get them out. But I like the blueprint stamps. But I never would have paid full price for them. That's just me. I wouldn't have paid the full price. Now for the crazy cats and dogs, I would pay full price for those. And then the other ones that I just grabbed were my crafty stuff. These are not, I haven't found a place to keep them yet, but this is from Tuesday morning too. Normally $8, $3. Snobby Lobby, I probably use my 40% off coupon. I love these little gnomes. These were from Amazon, and they're mushrooms. You know, like you could make a whole tag out of them. And I thought I could try watercolor on those. And then this is just a bunch of tickets and postage and stuff like that, and more art stuff. So, well, Angie, sometimes you do need to get new blades and new plates for the Cricut. I can tell you. My monkeys. So that's what I got out, and then I can get out anything you guys want. So let's start with, I already used the crazy cats. Let's do the crazy dogs. Oh, and then another thing I got out was a couple of house mouse, so I can try watercolor on it as well. Yeah, me too, Dee Dee. Where is the blocks that I got out? Probably going to need the big acrylic block. Maybe not. No, maybe I can use a small one. I hate using that big one. Crazy dogs, crazy dogs, crazy dogs. And I thought I got out the one where you can put hats on them and stuff like that. Now these I don't have to, and I would recommend this. These come with some foam on them, so you don't have to stamp. But on a lot of the acrylic stamps, it's a good idea to keep, crazy stuff line, a piece of fun foam. Doesn't have to be a thick one, but just something so that when you stamp on it, you get a little bit of cushion and you'll get a better image. And I know they say the acrylic stamps have built-in, you know, don't trust it. Just saying. Believe me, I have every stamp in the world. And I just re-inked this pad, so hopefully we'll get nice, good images. Check it out. I'll pull you guys down a little bit. Come on, focus, you freak. Focus, you freak. It doesn't like the white paper. There we go. That's better. I do have a book. Do you need to see the book, Barbie? God. Y'all just sit around and make fun of me if I show it. Hi, Teresa. And I wouldn't blame you if you just sat around and made fun of me, because I make fun of myself all the time. I just don't care. You want me to show the book? Oh, now see, okay, there you go. Now that could be faulty stamp. That could be faulty stamper. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Quit being a pain in the butt with me over here. I have some tissue paper behind me that's going everywhere. All right, let's try this dog again. I'll go get the book here in a minute. Yeah, see this stamp, I think, right there in the center, didn't get a good image. That tells me that's a stamp problem. And these are red rubbers, so you should be getting really good images off these. And just think what these stupid dogs could be saying or thinking. You know they're saying something snarky. You know they are. Well, Didi, these have the foam built into them, so you don't have to pat it. That's one thing I like about the Tim Holtz stamps, is that they come pre-patted. Don't you know? Oh, and here's my favorite one coming up. Not this one. Yeah, I love these little guys too. You still talking? I should have gotten out my snark book so I could be commentating as I go. This is my favorite little dog. I think I used him on an ATC giveaway once. He looks like he has something. His butt is bothering him. Like, I really think his butt is bothering him. Hi, Alyssa. I don't know what everyone's talking about, but show the book. I'll show the book. I'm just going to finish this last one dog, and then I'll go get the damn book. Yeah, Didi wants to see the book. This guy looks like he's saying, I can't possibly be adopted. Not a great image right there, but it's okay. And this paper, I'm guessing, is somewhat absorbent, that it's not that glossy kind of surface. All right, go back in there where you belong. And then this, I'm not going to stamp them, but in this set, you also get, let's see, a bone, a ball, a dog food, and a leash. So you get all the supplies for your dogs too. Itchy butt. There you go. See? I'm going to set these somewhere different, and I just hit the camera. Sorry about that. The dogs are so cute. The cats are awesome too, but I wasn't going to do the cats because I've already used them in the beast. Let me go get the damn book. And not all my stamps are in the book, but the bulk of them are. All right, go take a break. It'll take me a minute to get the book. And I have stuff on the floor, Didi. Could you get over here and clean it up? the book that's not really a book. Clean up the stuff on the floor. Okay, this at one time was in a huge 3-ring binder, and it just got so unwieldy. I took it out of the binder. But it was a great place to keep all my stuff, you know, like, let me see, stamp pads and embossing powders, samples of all my ink pads. So that's what the front of the book was before you even got to the actual stamps. And being even, oh, look, what's that? Oh, those are, I don't know, they need to go in the book apparently. All right, hang on. I don't have room for this, you crazy wenches. I'm getting all the stuff off the top. I'm going to have to use the floor, I guess. Okay, so each, I had it sectioned off. And it's not probably in the same order that it was when it was in the book. But this was scenery, flowers, and garden. And I haven't relayed this page out yet. But I kept a sample of every stamp. And I just need to reorganize it. So if I wanted something garden, scenery, whatever, weather, I could just go to that section in the book and find what I was looking for. Now this one, I think I do have it kind of laid out the way I'm going to have it. And there's a bunch of stuff that I need to add. So each section had its own envelope of stuff that I need to add. It was a full-time job, you guys. Of course I colored them in, CB. When you get a new stamp, don't you, the first thing you do, stamp it and color it? Hi, Judy O. I do. And then I had food, fruits, and veggies. And I really do need to lay these pages out. And here's a bunch to be added. And I have way more food stamps than that. And here's cartoon characters. I had a lot of Mickey and Minnie because when I started doing stamps and stuff like that, I had small grandchildren. So, hi, All About Art. So, yeah, I had a lot of real childish ones. But being a child at heart, I had them for me too. Now, this one, if you'll notice, the stamped image actually turned purple. And that was back before we had decent stamp pads to play with. And then on each, okay, this will answer your question, whoever asked it, I don't remember. How do you know where they are? Because each stamp has a location written next to it on there so that I know it's like kitchen, northwest wall. So I can go find it like really quick. So they're kind of like bin located. And y'all can make fun of me all you want. I don't care. I'm used to it. But I don't, yeah, this has to go. It's just samples that need to go in the book. So, and this is people and faces. See how he turned purple? That was a crappy stamp pad. And I have these where I can make people eyes, nose, and mouths. And Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Yeah, I have walls full of this stuff. Look at him. God, the snark I could write on there. Ugh, can you imagine? And these are obviously my mother's. She loved angels and fairies. And I have a bunch of to add in here. So, yeah, that was Mom's. These are all House Mouse, and I keep the House Mouse catalogs from way back in the day. And I'm going to do some House Mouse today. And they're not all in here. I do know that not all the House Mouse are in the book. But I got plenty that are still cool. I love this one. I've always loved this one. That may have been my first one because I loved it so much. And I got this one out to play with today. I like this one. That's me after a cup of coffee. Now, the thing is about these images, you guys, if you're ever going to want to use stamps in your artwork that you're going to sell, you need to get permission. And most stamp companies do have angel policies. That's what they call it. And they will let you use it. But you can't, I couldn't just stamp this out 100 times and then sell that. That would be copyright infringement, and I can't do that. But if I wanted to use that in my artwork that other stuff was added to, I could probably go back and use their angel policy to include their art in my art, and it would be okay. But you just have to be pretty careful. Even like if you were going to get published in Rubber Stamp Madness or something like that, I don't think they minded if you use their images, except some companies. You have to check on their policy. Disney, 0. You cannot use their image in anything that's going to be published. Even though that's what they sell it for. But their policy is they have 0 angel policy. I love this one too. I almost picked this one to do today. The watercolor, just to see how it will work on the cool sticker paper. So I obviously put a lot of time into the House Mouse because I love them. My mother loved them. Most of these are actually Mother's. This one, I should have pulled this one out for St. Patrick's. Sunflower Smooch. And then these I haven't colored yet. I do have them stamped, just not colored. And most of these are colored with either markers or Prismacolor pencils. Holy crap, I've got a lot of them. I'm not going to apologize. Don't care. Okay, this is the last page. This is Dee Dee feeding Buddy. The chicken, the cat food. And then these I actually did cut out of a catalog. This is animals. And at one time or another, I don't think I have a stamp in my house that at one time or another I have not used. But I used to have a pen pal, and we used to write back and forth. And so she was probably the recipient of most of them. Okay, CB, do you feel better? These aren't colored, all of them. But I could sit in the evening and color them, I guess. It wouldn't kill me. But yeah, see, this is Breakfast Nook, Northwest Wall, Unmounted, number 4, Breakfast Nook North. So I can find all these stamps really quickly. But usually, I mean, my memory's not gone yet. So, hi, Antoine. Most of them I can remember. you know, if they're mounted or unmounted and where I might have put them. So within a couple minutes, I can usually find most of them. Oh, CB, I'm so glad I didn't color these and you feel better now. My mother loved this moose guy, and she bought a lot of him because my brother collects mooses. There's some of the cats and then stuff that I need to add. And then I did a whole section of Tim Holtz and just art journaling, because so many of these you didn't really need to color, but you could use them in backgrounds and stuff like that. You just had a tornado warning. Oh my God. So I do have a fair amount of art journaling stamps for backgrounds and stuff like that, which, I mean, I could still use those with the washi sticker paper too. So I'm going to find 100 uses for this stuff. And then because I did a lot of mail art back in the day, a lot of you may not remember it, but in the back of Rubber Stamp Madness and most of the art journaling and stamping periodicals, in the back there were like a one ad section where you could trade art with people. And I used to do that a lot, as did Dee Dee. And it just kind of makes me wonder so many times, because I was so into it. And keep in mind, I was home with a disabled husband. So this is what I did when he was either sleeping or whatever. I had to be pretty quiet. So I've always wondered if back in the day, if Dee Dee and I didn't swap art, you know? But yeah, I have a lot of mail art, faux postage, stuff like that. These are some of my very favorite stamps. I love the faux postage. And I've got a bunch more that aren't even in here. Hearts and Love. Look at how many. This is really heavy. There's so many back here I need to add. So my book is not up to date. Then there's a whole great big miscellaneous section. Check it out. Pig butts. Who else has a pig butt stamp? I bet nobody. But these are like borders and frames, and I have a bunch of them. In this big declutter session, we have at least got all the rubber stamps and wood blocks together. Well, that's good. This is coffee. This isn't in any section yet. Well, it's in miscellaneous. And then holidays. Obviously, you have a lot of stamps for holidays. I could be using the Easter ones right now. Not a lot of Thanksgiving. Christmas. I used to make my own Christmas cards, decorate them. Okay, ARH, I need to write that down. And I'm pretty sure I have your address. Got it. If I don't have your address or I can't find it, I'll chase you down, okay? You're so envious. So yeah, I had a lot of Christmas stamps and winter. Lived in Colorado. Who doesn't need all this stuff in their life? That's what I want to know. And then I was messing with white stamping on black paper. I don't know how many times I needed different Merry Christmases, but what the hell? I got them all. Almost everyone on this page is mothers. There's some mixed up, I guess. Valentine's, St. Pat's, and 4th of July. And then birthday. I haven't even started the birthday section yet. There are all the stamps that I need to add. Words and alphabets. I collected a lot of different alphabets. These I actually cut out for the grandkids. It says unmounted hand cut. I took a lettering stencil and took fun foam and stamped out this big alphabet so the grandkids could take it home and play with it. And I bought wood blocks at Hobby Lobby and mounted them so they could have their own alphabet stamps. And these were the kids. Oh my God, how many alphabets does one girl need? It is ridiculous. I probably have more stamps than anybody in the world. Do you guys think I do? This one has not even in a sleeve. We'll add it. Probably put it away last time I was playing with it. I do love that Tim Holtz alphabet, I will say that. And then I can't believe that I have an entire section called humorous. Oh, that goes with the alphabet. Can't believe that. Well, paint me green and call me Gumby. Now, I do remember I bought this stamp one day when I was on lunch. I'd taken somebody to lunch, and so I was down near the stamp store, and I went in. Here, I saved this booger just for you. So I took a pad of Post-it notes and stamped that on every page and sent it to my boss. Here, I saved this booger just for you. And I sent him this one too. If I want any more shit out of you, I'll unscrew your head and scoop it out. And he called me and he said, "Where do you get this stuff?" It's like, it's everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Gotta run. The dog's ear is caught in the printer. Fun. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Damn, Mothers Against Dyslexia. I am so politically incorrect, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm serious. Oh my God, I'm gonna send this one to Dee Dee. I'm seriously cut and measure impaired. That has to go to Dee Dee. No, my boss loved me. No, they're just in sheet protectors. Your artistic license has just been revoked. I love bungee jump. Wrong. That's spelled. Another year shot to hell. To err is human. To forgive means you're an OJ juror. Oh my God. Can you believe that? And then this just is probably a bunch of miscellaneous crap that needs to go through and probably thrown away, to be honest. So, Dee Dee, are you happy now? Are you happy that I have this huge mess that I have to undo? So I'm going to say that that's the bulk of them. It's not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely is the bulk. You know what? I don't think there's any of the Unmounted in here either. So there's that. You're happy? If Dee Dee's happy, I'm happy. There you go. I do need to, yeah, I do need to clean up some of this mess. I just don't worry about it that much. It'll go back in the bin in the bedroom, and last time I'll see it until Dee Dee makes me get it out the next time. And now I have to put it on the floor because I have no place else to put it. Now I'll fall over it. Okay. Anything else? What was I talking about before I was so rudely interrupted? I was stamping out cool dogs. Okay, let's I'm not even going to attempt to salvage this one. So let's try first. I'm just going to use the Crayola Super Tips because they're right here at my elbows. And I will try the alcohol markers as well. because I don't think the alcohol should mess with the adhesive, but we need to know that. You disappointed that I'm not more organized? Oh, I used to be, Joanne. But I have to say, when Jim got sick, a lot of things kind of went by the wayside. Oh, Dee Dee, stop it. Now Dee Dee is just antagonizing me. She's sitting in chat antagonizing me. All right, now when you guys buy super tips, they're not identified any way other than the color of their lid. So I went ahead and just did a color chart and gave each one its own number and put a sample on the end. So Joanne, does that make up for all the other crap? So yeah. Let's make him this color. I will try and be kind of careful about coloring inside the lines, because the cool thing about washi is I won't have to be so meticulous in my fussy cutting. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. And why I was so happy when I found it. And I'm not a good colorer like Dee Dee or Tina. Go on IG and look at Tina's page that she just posted last night or this morning or something. So pretty. Cat and Paste, she's another one. Oh my God. You wonder why I don't color for you guys? They're the reason. Because they make me look like a kindergartner. But for just playing in the beast and stuff like that, you can't beat super tips. And this is absorbing the ink so that it looks, I'm not seeing streak marks. And a lot of times on the super tips or any of the water-based markers, you're going to get streak marks. No streak marks, guys. And I'm kind of a little freaky about that. So yeah, he looks good. Okay, Dee Dee, I saw that. I'm not even going to talk to you right now because you're just being a pain in my butt. Let's see, where's the 76? She's just annoying me right now. Let's give him a little bit of shading. Dee Dee really is. She's just sitting over there in chat. I'd tell Tina to put her in the corner, but I'm not sure Tina would listen to me. All right, let's see where I put that shading if I go over it with the other one, because these are water-based. Okay, I can go over this and spread it out a little bit, and that's kind of nice. That I can spread out this shading a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Pantone, Pantone, Pantone. Tina, will you at least put her in timeout? She doesn't have to go to the corner, but timeout at the very least. Oh, look at, I left a little spot there. Give him a cute little pink nose. And because he's a boy, we'll give him a blue collar. I'm ignoring chat because I don't want to have to confront Dee Dee. Can't chat and color at the same time, you guys. How did you mark the end of your markers with the same color? I took some sticker paper I'm working on sticker paper. Yeah, I just colored it out on sticker paper and cut it into strips and wrapped it around there and then wrote the number on it. Yeah, just use sticker paper. Judy and Jenna are sisters from another. Yeah, she's just being a pain in the ass. Oh, look at Joanne's joining in. If there's time. Yeah, just colored it out on some sticker paper. Because these lids, the lids are not necessary. I mean, they come close to the color. But they don't, yeah, they're not a true depiction of the color. So, and the truth is, I have nothing better to do. And I'm darkening his eyes with just black because the black of a stamp pad is never black enough. All right, let's cut him out. You can cut him out. I'm just going to use the, well, no, I'll use the X-Acto first. You can buy sticker books now that it's just a page of stickers and they're not die cut at all, but they send you a cool handy dandy X-Acto knife in the container, and I have a couple of them and I love them. So I just want to show you how easy I can fussy cut this. Leave a little bit of border, and when I put it in the beast, with any luck at all, it's just going to disappear right into the background. And some of you may not care, but this is part of that brain malfunction that I have, that if I can't see the border, it just makes me happy. And when you live like this, some people call it OCD. I don't. I just call it a minor brain malfunction. It's easier to give into than to fight it. That's what I've decided. Just whatever it is, just go with it. Just go with it. It's like when something's on the floor and my brain is saying, pick that up, pick that up, pick that up, pick that. I mean, literally, I cannot move on to something else until I pick it up. My brain will not let me. All right, let's find a place in here. Here's one. Look, I found my Ohuhu markers, so I didn't have to order new ones. Because really, that day, I was just getting ready to order them. Opened up the cabinet, and there they were. I already had them. Okay, see how easy that just peeled right off. Look at, no borders, no nothing. Dee Dee, damn you. It was funny, Dee Dee. I was just like, oh, I have them. And the thing is about the beast, I don't want it to get real bulky. So every time I paste something in here, I'm always just like really, yeah, that's nice, right? What's that dog saying? And we'll write it in there. The snarkier, the better. And that's when I got my Crayola signature dual tip markers. You know, Dee Dee, the thing I don't like about them is, one, they're very streaky. You know, like for the super tips and the signature dual tip to be the same, essentially the same product, I would think. These don't color as smooth as the super tip, in my opinion. So, yeah. All right. Just because Dee Dee is one, and y'all be thinking about what snark or whatever that dog's going to be saying or thinking. Big pain in the ass. We're going to show them real quick. Yeah, I like the Ohuhu markers. You know why she wants me to do this? Just because she wants the mess I am already faced with to be worse. Butts on things. Think of Mom every time I see that one. And I like the cable knit too. This one reminds me of CB. CB is a Minion fan. Zentangle. Devin made me do that one. Now this one, the card was actually the face of Shrek's, the color of Shrek's face. And I love this one. I will love this one forever. That one has the actual gold on it. May not photograph well. Butts on things, butts on things, butts on things. Goose butts. That's what I'm talking about. Just in case you guys didn't think I was messed up enough. Here we go. I need to do another one of these. This one didn't come out as cool as I was hoped it would. That's like the footprints in the sand. Love the cherries. Love the tatting. This was out of a Helen Ellison book. I think I did that one on stream. This one, I didn't like it when I did it, but now that I've looked at it a few times, that pot is absolutely perfect. I actually own this plant. It doesn't look this good after winter, but that pot, perfect. I did it perfect. What the butt? Nice butt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Shrek equals ogre. Did not spell correctly, so I got no royalties. Oh no. The pumpkin eating another pumpkin. You should go look. Go goggle sometime. Pumpkin carving. Thank you. There are some crazy, crazy wild pumpkin carvings out there. I'm not even kidding you. There are some crazy talented people in this world. Just saying. I'm putting a little bit of stuff away before I get too nervous, okay? I can't help it. I just can't help it. So now you've seen how good the markers work. Let's do one alcohol markers. I don't think it will affect it, but oh, these are in the way now. Let me move these all down. Okay. Let's do a yellowish kind of dog. And his shadow color will be hopefully the 210. Wonder where that is. There it is, in the wrong place. All right. He needs red for his tongue. Or let's see. 150 for his tongue. And again, these colors are not even close to what the actual color that you're going to get is. So yes, Dee Dee, I do swatch everything. And for stuff that is too hard to keep with, I swatch it like this. And I won't even show you my watercolor swatches because then you'll just have something else to make fun of me. So this is normally how I do my swatches. And it makes it easy to match something. It's just a good way to keep your swatches. I've already lectured you guys enough about swatching. These I can keep right with the product, so it works out really good. Yeah, and then I've got a whole swatch poster on the wall. You want to see the watercolor swatches? Oh my God. This is, you're going to really freak out. If you thought the stamps were bad, I have to lean over. I keep them in a different place. Which ones are these? Oh, that's not that. How you like that? That is ridiculous, isn't it? That's redonkulous. And they're all mixed up together because when I use these, I'm usually trying to find a color. So let's say I want that real nice orange red. I can turn it over and it's in the Pretty Excellent set. Or come down here and I want that kind of raspberry color. That's in the Superior 42, number C14. This one is an M. Graham quinacridone violet. So yeah, they're all numbered. I know where to find them. But they're all mixed up in here together. You don't honestly think we would make fun of you? Ruth, are you kidding me? Of course. But see, this is what I do when I get something new. For like the first day or two after I get it, I swatch it, I play with it, get it into my organization system, and then find a home for it. And the reason I can't buy very much stuff now is because I'm out of room. I'm absolutely out of room. I have no place for anything anymore. Hence why I don't have the color cubes, because I refuse to turn my bathroom into art supply storage. Got it, Dee Dee? You got it? Let's make this little guy kind of yellowish. Okay, now this is alcohol marker. And the nice thing about alcohol marker is it does blend so beautifully on really any kind of paper. And these are the cool Ohuhu markers that have the brush on one end, fine tip on the other. And Ohuhu also makes water-based markers. It was the water-based markers that I ended up finding in my cabinet. And I use them. I did make storage out in my room for them so they can be kind of close by, because I've learned, and I'm sure most of you have also learned, that you tend to use your product more if it's out and available to you. So that build like Dee Dee made, and then I made one after she showed hers. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but for actually using your product, best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did. And as far as what it looks like when people come and look, I don't give a rat's ass. My house, my stuff. If you don't like it, probably you shouldn't come back next time. But the rest of the house, I do keep crap free. But this room, it's my room. I do what I want in it. That's that. I'm wondering if this black, well, of course it might do that on regular paper too, because I didn't let it sit all that long. I'm trying to see what's what here. We're going to color that, this dog. Oh, I have pictures of my work area. Let me see if I can find it, the picture quickly. Now you have to keep in mind too that this room is right off my kitchen and there's no wall in between. So when you come into my house, you see this room. All right, here's some of them. Okay, that's the part of the build. Now I've changed this. I got rid of this vase that held all my paintbrushes, and I made a paintbrush holder on this side. So it's not like that anymore. And that's, can you see that? Well, I can't really make it. Oh, there it goes. I'm sitting right in front of it. I'm sitting right here. And that's behind me. So all the markers are there. And down underneath this is all cabinets where I keep paper and stuff like that. And then this is all mediums and just extra product and stuff like that. Well, I obviously cleaned up some of my mess to take the picture, but there's the swatch poster. And then I have cups with a few special things in them because they're cups that I like. One of them's a ruler. I don't know. Different people have given them to me and I just like them out. I could use the space way better, believe me, but I just like my cups over there. And it's comfortable for me, and that's what matters to me, is that I come in here and this is where I'm comfortable. Bathroom is nearby. Yeah, no downside. Oh, I'm going to do his ears red too. But yeah, this is where I live. So until I get up and fix dinner and then maybe go watch TV with Robert in the evening, yeah, this is pretty much where I hang. And I do have to keep it somewhat cleaned up because people are coming in the house, not many, but some. I had a guy come in, he was doing a paint delivery, and he was looking for a particular place, and I ended up saying, "Oh, come in, I'll look it up for you." And he came in and he was looking around at all the stamps and stuff at the wall, and he says, "Oh, my wife would love to come here and see this." Oh, I just colored in his collar. I was like, "Well, if you're ever out in the neighborhood, just stop by, ring the doorbell. She can come on in and have a look." But he was like, "Ah, she would love this." Like, who wouldn't? He was a nice guy. Turned out, I said, "Just leave the paint here and I'll call the people it's for and they can drop by and pick it up." So I called the people who, the address that it was for, and they said, "We didn't order any paint. We're not expecting any paint." And it was like, oh man. So I ended up, he was kind enough to give me his cell phone, and I caught him before he got to about 4 miles away, and I said, "You got to come pick it up. It wasn't their paint." And he was just a delivery guy for a paint store, so he could have cared less. Look at him, he's so cute. All right, this one nope, I'm not going to fussy. I was going to say I'll fussy cut with scissors, but that's stupid. I'm not going to do that. I guess I don't need my fun foam for a minute here. Now we'll see. It did not go through. I didn't think it would because the sticker paper that it adheres to has a coating on it to prevent it from going through. So that's kind of nice. I don't have to put something down to catch the excess alcohol ink. Is somebody supposed to tell Angie when I'm cutting with an X-Acto? Don't worry, Angie, I'm an expert at X-Acto. Won't cut myself, won't cut anybody else, unless I intend to. But I will give you warning when I'm ready to cut you. All right, I'm just going to go around his ear and not even cut in that little space there. This makes fussy cutting so good. If it disappears, it's awesome. Get his little tail wag in there. I did order one of those universal cutting things. Have you guys seen them advertised? I don't think they're advertising them much anymore. I did order one because I thought, wouldn't it be nice if you had like a swivel blade and you could just cut? I did order it. Biggest piece of crap I've ever seen. I was going to return it to Amazon. I just told them the quality is so bad. And they said, just keep it. So everybody must have returned them. You step out for a client and somebody is starting an OnlyFans account? What? I don't even know what that is. All right. We're going to peel up the bad boy dog. Find a place. Look at this one. Brand new, clean page. Never been touched. I don't really care, I don't really care, Margaret. Crack my ass up. See how this is just like a great big entertainment center for me, this book? Come on. Look at how nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at how good it works. OnlyFans is usually private adult content. Oh. Swivel blade can be tricky. Yeah, see, Marguerite, and I ordered that one. I was so disappointed in it. Janet, it is a charity that helps folks with mental problems. Dorothy's encouraging me to go join OnlyFans. Okay, here's what we'll do with this one. Bite me. Yeah, I don't really do memberships. I think the only one that anything that I pay for is Hulu. And I'm about ready to get rid of Hulu too. And I know that's a streaming service, but I just don't do that stuff. I mean, I already pay for cable TV, I guess you'd call it. So this is working out great, you guys. Let's stamp some more cool stuff. I won't color the rest of the dogs. I just wanted to see. But the alcohol markers worked great. I've already done the crazy cats, so that's cool. I could stamp some of those. Oh, you know what I want to try before I do anything? We can come back to these. Next thing I want to try is watercolor. I'm just seeing what products work well on it. And so far, I'm feeling like pretty much any product, if the alcohol markers work and doesn't affect the adhesive, I'm going to say you're pretty safe with any water-soluble product for sure. I would say that safely. I'm not sure that I would ever have a need to use pan pastels, but anything chalky or anything like that is just going to sit on top of it. And I didn't get the top good. That's okay. Well, I'll stamp again. Because it is kind of absorbent. All right. We'll do this one this way. Perfect. All right, and I just grabbed the grabby paints, and I've shown them before 100 times. Very inexpensive, but pretty good quality. Here's Alyssa. I have the link right here. And Tina tested it and said it worked. So there's a link. But anyway, I just grabbed these grabby paints, and I've said it before. For inexpensive watercolors where you get a lot for your money, I feel like these grabbies, there's just no downside to them. You get 100 colors, you get 50 of your basic colors here, and then you get some metallic, neons, pastel. I just feel like I ordered this for myself, and I ordered it for daughter-in-law, and she has used it and used it and used it, and it's still, she's got tons of product left. Okay, Dee Dee posted a larger amount. Yeah, and I didn't know if I was going to like it. I can promise you I definitely will be ordering more. Definitely will. So, and a swatch card. You know you're going to see a swatch card here. So, yeah. So we'll see how it handles water. This will be a good test. All right, let's do some little bit of yellow. And I'm just going to go directly from the pan onto the paper. I'm not going to get a little palette out or anything. And we'll see how well it handles watercolor. And another thing, if it works with watercolor, I'm going to be thrilled. Mostly because I don't use watercolor in the Beast very often. In the old Beast, I used to all the time. But the paper in the new Beast is not that water friendly, and it buckles and gets icky. And so Yeah. So if this will work with watercolor and I can still use it in the Beast, I will be very, very happy. And I'm going over the lettering because I'll probably come back and, oh, I don't want to do him yellow. You have these grabbies? Yeah, I've recommended them several times. There's just really no downside to them for what you get for your money. To me, money well spent. Especially if you're not a big watercolor user. You really can't beat them. I would recommend them. And I think they were pretty inexpensive. I've had mine for a long time now, but, and I'm not being real careful here. I'm going to come back over and go over the lettering with a darker color. So yeah, probably make it red. So I'm not worrying about that because I can go right over it. And that's all marshmallows back there. Sometimes I have to look at the original to see what is it in the background. Takes it a minute, but to dry, but that might be a cool thing because here, down here, I'm going to re-wet this up here, and we're going to try and do some of the get a little bit of the brown, a little bit of the shading and older looking stuff. Let's see, I want to use the brown, which is this one. So it'll be nice if it holds the water just a little bit so you can go back in and add, and it won't bloom, which is also a nice thing, especially on a rubber stamp like this, you know. Sometimes I really want a bloom, and so if I want that, I'm definitely going to use watercolor paper. But for something like this, just to make it look a little bit old, this is working perfect. And see, I have a little bit of puddle of yellow right there. I'm going to go ahead and try and pick that up. So it does stay wet a little bit longer, but I think it's going to dry just fine. Well, this is my happy day. I like when something unplanned just kind of comes together, you know? Oops, put my little fingers in the wet. Yeah, it does stay wet a little bit longer, but it's going to work. I can tell already that it's going to work. And since Dee Dee used her heat gun on it this morning, I'm not going to worry about using a heat gun on it. I think it'll work just fine. And any excess, I'll just come in and pick up. Or if I want to leave him blotchy like that, I could do that too. Sweet. All right, what's another brown I've got? Now, one thing about these paints is you don't get a huge color selection. Like if you like a lot of browns, you're going to only have like 3 or 4 browns. But it probably doesn't matter because any set you buy is going to be that same way. And each of these little mice have their own names and their own little personalities. It's just been so long since I've messed with them, I don't remember what they are. He looks orange. I'm going to add some brown to him. I'll pull you guys down a little bit. I added a little bit of brown. The color I used was, I might have gone the wrong way. I went burnt umber rather than Van Dyke. My bad. I saw a really funny meme before I got on today. And it was a picture of a rat. And the caption said something like, rats in DC are disgusted that the city is overwhelmed with politicians. I thought, damn, I wish I could print that off. The rats are a little pissed off. All right, let's get some skin tone. Angie's taking off. Bye, Angie. All right, this little mouse here that I painted first is just barely damp. So I think I'm safe going in here with the skin tone now. I got a double impression of his feet, but we're not going to worry about that. I must have moved this stamp while I was pushing on it. It's all good, all good. I just really did this to see what all products would work well on the paper, and so far I'm not disappointed. Because you know it would take any waxy product just fine. Watercolor, anything water soluble is going to be good. Obviously acrylic paint. I told Dee Dee after watching her jelly plate on it this morning, I feel like now I'm going to have to get out and get my jelly plate out and play with it, because you could make your own super cool washi tape in exactly the colors you want. So if you haven't done your red and teal page, or red and turquoise, whatever page it was for the scabby hunt, you could make your own washi tape to add. And the water is kind of just sitting on top. It's not, obviously not as absorbent as regular watercolor paper, but I don't think that's a problem. You think I should do that, Bossy Butt? I haven't had my jelly plate out literally in years, you guys. It's been so long. Why would I get it out when there are people like Devin and Patricia and Mariah? There are people out there who are true artists on the jelly plate. Dee Dee, don't take this personal, but I'm worse than Dee Dee. Dee Dee's gotten way better, I have to say, but yeah, I'm like, yeah. Pretty inept. on the jelly plate is the point I'm trying to make. Now this, I don't like this mess that I've created on this side, but it's not dry yet. So I feel pretty confident that I can go back in and smear this around. But look at how the dark kind of muted up there, which is really kind of the effect that you would want for an older tin or something like that. So yeah, there's no really downside yet that I've found. Oh, I forgot his little hand there. What did Dee Dee say? She laughed. Yeah, this is why you get Devin to help you. Yeah. You know, I think the jelly plate is a funny thing because you kind of have to think backwards. And I have enough trouble thinking forwards. So, yeah. When I very first got the jelly plate, oh my gosh, I played with it for like weeks. I really did. Got it out and played with it, did different colors, stencils. Cat Hand does some. I don't think I've ever watched her. Devin says, I'm a backward thinker. Yeah, and see, you do have to kind of think backwards. Anyway, I did so much jelly paper. I probably still have some of that original jelly paper from early on. So it's like, ugh. Another thing, I'm just not in love with the mess. Because when you're jelly plating, you're making a mess. You got a lot of stuff out. Yeah. So I think that's all marshmallows back there behind her. Him, whichever. And I forgot the D in here, so let me clean that up. Oh, and while I've got the skin wet, we give him a little skin tone belly button. All right, what color? Do we want him dark gray? Now let's do... We're going to do a little bit darker brown. We'll make them all a little brown. One of them I know, just my memory tells me, was gray, but I don't think I want gray next to that yellow. So, but yeah, now I want to make some jelly plated washi tape. That's what Devin's going to be doing here soon. All smushed together there. I'll clean it up here in just a minute. That's one nice thing is you do have plenty of time to clean up. And all the detail I'm going to go in and do with, I think just some water-based markers because the experiment is going to work and I have more control with the markers. So we'll do the details that way. Get the little brown off his face. I'll go back and fix that. Okay, and then I think I'll use, do I have a really, really light blue? I'll use this sky blue. I think I have this upside down. That's my problem. All right. I think I used the lake blue, very light, to do the shadows on the marshmallows. I could have either gone gray or the blue. But on something like this, I think the blue just looks better. So, and remember, watercolor always dries lighter than it appears. Yeah, cute little guys. Ooh, I got too much there. It'll be too dark. Yeah, that's better. Just give the impression of the marshmallows back there because I can't really see what it is. So, all right, I'm going to hit it with a heat gun real quick. Oop, I forgot one of his little hands there. And these grabbies, they do re-wet really nicely. I'm not sure the metallics do, but the regular paints really do. All right, heat gun real quick. Dried really quick, so that's nice too. All right, there was something else I just noticed. Oh, I wanted to clean up his little face a little bit. He got a dirty, dirty little face. All right, let me get some just little pink here. Ooh, that's very pink. I didn't want that pink. Just a hint of pink on their little cheeks here. He can have a real pink little nose, but they need colorful cheeks and pink little ears. Thanks, Cat. All right, I think I'm done with the watercolor. Well, no, I want to do, what color should the ground be? Let's do it a darker blue. Okay, and then another thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and do the rim in like a metallic gold because I don't want to have to get up in the cupboard and get the metallics pens down. I have a big enough mess here as it is. How about that? Okay, I'm going to turn it upside down because I will get my hand in that wet paint. And so far today, I've been really good keeping my hands out of the wet paint. But there's still time. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but this is the metallic watercolor out of the Grabbies. They're not the best metallic, but certainly adequate for what you might expect. So, and for something like this, who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Okay. All right. They're so cute. All right, hit it with the heat gun real quick, and then I'll do all the accents with pen. But you guys, it is drawing up really fast, so I'm really happy about that, to be honest. Hi, Cindy. Because just to play with my, and really, this is all about just playing with my stuff, right? So if I get the advantage of quick drawing, handles watercolor, you know, just like so far, I'm really good with everything I've encountered. And it's going to work exactly like I hoped and probably better than I expected. And that really, everything's dry just after that minute. So that is awesome. All right, let's get a nice red out. Pull out our little swatchy colors here. Let's do number 6. That's number 9. 9's good. Okay, and if you have markers that you deem to be precious, I'm not sure I would go over the watercolors like this. They're not like acrylic. It won't ruin your markers, but it's bound to get some of the pigment on them. I don't care, to be honest. Because if I wreck a super tip, it'll just give me a good excuse to buy more. Thanks, Jen. I love the house mouse too, and I wish I could tell you guys the artist's name. I cannot. I used to know it. I can't remember it. But she's uber talented, and you know, I like to see any artist who is really talented succeed, and I just felt like she had so earned her success, you know. Because I imagine, unless she was like Mary Engelbright, where a card maker kind of set her up for success, which I don't begrudge Mary Engelbright her success either, because she's talented, witty. Her take on things is just so awesome. I love to see creative people find huge success, and if she ended up mega wealthy, good on her. But again, you know, and Dee Dee and I have talked about this endlessly, you know. I think as young people, all of us would love to be a successful artist or whatever and make a lot of money doing it and whatever. The thing is, pretty soon the thing you love becomes a job. And I've always said, I don't want a job. Ellen Jarrett. Okay. Yeah. Jarecki. Because along with just creating, you know, these awesome little mice, all of a sudden you're talking to marketing people, you're talking to finance people, you know, like The thing you love has now become a job. So the pressure to create more is there. And that's the one thing after I retired, I wanted something that could not be considered a job. I don't want a deadline. I don't want to talk to some dumbass about, oh, we're going to put your product in here next. You know, we're going to do this next. We'll create these catalogs here. The catalogs are ready. Look at them, proofread them, blah, blah, blah. It's like all of a sudden, you're not painting little mice anymore. And then you also have to remember that each one of those little buttholes want to make money off of your success. Just saying. All right, I need a different red pen here. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But, you know, I guess the advantage there is you still get to do what you love. And you get to do things on your terms. But now that I don't have to do it, I don't want to do it. All right, need a green. Another pen that I found, and I've shown it before, but I really like it, inexpensive. I got it at Walmart, down at the Walmarts. Are these Pen and Gear pens? They've got the fine tip. I've been really happy with these too. So if you just want an inexpensive pack of pens, and I don't know, I can't remember how many were in it, but I have to say, I've been pretty happy with them as well. For just something that if I don't care, if I wreck it, those are the pens I'm going to go to. This one I'm using is actually a Sharpie, and I love them. I like anything Sharpie makes. All right. Let's darken up their little eyes. And, okay, what do you guys want to test next? Because I pretty much tested everything. Or do you want to just see some more stamping? Or do you want to go take a nap? And I can go take a nap. No, I won't take a nap this late in the day. Keep me from sleeping. See how cute they are. You just bought pens at Walmart today? Walmart does not always have the cheapest price. Just saying. Just saying. All right, check in. See who's trying to get a hold of me. Tina's just messing with me. Tina and Dee Dee, geez. These are the people that I call my friends. All right, let's cut this bad boy out and see if we can find a good home for it. And this would be one of those things where fussy cutting this would be virtually impossible. It would just be even stupid to think that you could. You'd almost want to stamp it wherever it's going to end up. But I like the idea of being able to stamp it, color it, and use it later as I see fit. Whether I'm making a card or an ATC or something for the beast. Yeah. It's working exactly like I expected, man. Or I can't say expected. It's working exactly like I hoped it would. That's better. Oh, I forgot to put the shading on his little feet and stuff, but I can do that. And the neatness of how you're cutting it out doesn't even matter. That's another cool thing. Don't even have to be neat about it because it just disappears. You know what I mean? This is the best fussy cutting I've ever done, man. I'm not even hosing you. I was cutting pretty hard on part of it, so. All right, we're going to put that in the beast for, I don't think I have anything on today. I don't know if I do or not. Maybe I do. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't have anything for yesterday, so we'll put it on there, but I have to erase my little note here. Yeah, I'm going to put it over here because I did this little blow ink art over here. And I still really want to try this again. But we'll put something for yesterday because I didn't write anything down for yesterday. I didn't do much yesterday other than housework, you know, my normal weekend household stuff that I don't want to wait until Monday. So far, so good. Just that little part right there that I didn't get. I might have got part of his tail, but that's okay. Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Can you guys see me putting it in here? Oops. And if I get it a little wrinkled, it does peel, but it doesn't peel as easy as washi. So that's a nice thing to know. All right, there you go. There we go. Sweet. You like the doodle art? Yeah, this was fun because it's just some inks, some Bria Reese inks that I got like dirt cheap at Hobby Lobby during the massive sale. And I was just blowing it. And I don't know, one of these napkins around here, I don't know. Anyway, got me thinking, that would be very cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I like that it's so bright. It's very bright. And I loved it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Didi, I'm tickled to death with this paper. I am absolutely tickled to death. Because I wouldn't have stamped this and then watercolored it in this particular book. I would not. And the paper would not have behaved as nicely. So, yeah, I'm pretty much thrilled. Pretty much thrilled. Finish Scabby 100%, girls. You better get yours done. We've given you a little extension over here. All right, what next? Because other than maybe stamp some more of the stamps that I've got or color in the dogs or something, let's look through the stamps that I think I'm gonna pull you guys back out. And I know I went through these all at once. Oh, let's do some of the monsters. And I definitely want to do some of the monkeys. So I can use the monkeys, but the monsters are really fun too. So let's, and see, these are the regular acrylic that you need to have some sort of cushion. They give a little bit, but believe me, you'll be happy if you have that fun foam under your stamping. Just saying. Where's my big acrylic block? I don't think it'll work on this one. Nope. Too small. All right, we'll get the big one out. My least favorite of all of them, but whatever. Lisa, did I write you down? I better check, because I certainly don't want to forget anybody. I think I do have you on here, but let me just check. Yep, gotcha, Lisa. You're number 20. So when I do random.org, be rooting for 20. Good job. I'm glad I got it all done, because I was getting ready to cop out. I really was. I was just like, I don't think I'm going to get it done. And now I want to show you guys, but I said, nope, I'm going to wait until the final day to show the whole book one last time, and then put it away until next year when we launch it again. Unless I just decide to look at it, which I probably won't. I don't very often get out my old stuff and look at it. But I gotcha, so you're covered. I think I like these characters because I envision what nasty things they're saying, or what funny story I could write about them, or, you know, I truly believe that's why I like funny little characters. What I do with the, there it is. Yeah, Raul notified me this morning, so don't even attempt it, Ruth. I'm glad, Kathy. I love hearing that you guys enjoyed it and that it inspired you in some way or another. And if you get it done, great. And if you don't, if it takes you the whole year, but you have fun the whole year, I'm good with that. I'm all cool with it. But I just think since I kind of host the thing, that it's rude for me just to blow it off. I was going to say, I know there's another little stamper guy out here. Yeah, Raul is done. He told me this morning. I got him on the list. He's the last name on the list. And when I'm sitting here stamping these myself, I'll use the space on the paper better. You use many supplies. See, I do that too, Kathy. I do use a lot of supplies that I don't normally use. And that's part of the, you know, when we do the prompt list, that's part of it is, you know, we all, and none of us are immune from having supplies that you just don't use as regular as you probably should. I have product that I love that I don't use as often as I should. See, this is when I'm coloring just to use stuff. That's how I'll do it. I'll try and use as much of the paper as I can. No, Denise won't finish, Joanne. Denise just loves doing it. But, you know, sadly, Denise has like 3 jobs. And she doesn't have the freedom of time like we do. I like this little guy. He could be saying almost anything. And, you know, partly too, you know, and I think this is why CB suggested that we only use like 90 of the prompts, because some of them just are not going to click with some people. Like, I know a lot of people use the window envelopes and stuff in their art. And so somebody suggested that and I included it. But that was just one that I just couldn't get excited about. I just could not. But I ended up doing it, and you'll see it next Monday. Yeah, working on it all year. And I know it does motivate some people. So there's a part of me that thinks, I wonder if we should do like mid-year, just, or later in the year. I think it's good because it's winter, you know, and you're less active in the winter. Some of us are. Some of us are just lazy as crap year round, which is good too. But then I think that makes the scabby less kind of special. So we'll do some other swaps. I mean, Didi and I have already talked about doing the country swap. So that'll be the next thing. Give people something to work on and participate in and get some cool art back. There's the monsters. They are cute monsters, Didi, but they say nasty stuff. They never say anything nice. See, Barbie, it's no big deal, you know? The scabby taught you about collaging. Well, if you want to learn about collaging, I have to send you over to that evil Didi Willingham's YouTube channel, because there's nobody on the planet that collages like Didi. Just saying. Yeah, we're going to do a passport country swap coming up here. So be thinking about that. If there's a particular country or something that you want to highlight, and you don't have to choose just one. I like these monkeys. I actually, God, there's something wrong with me. I actually went on Amazon this weekend because I knew, well, it was end of last week when I knew I was going to place my order. And I looked for monkey stamps. I guess forgetting that I had thousands already. But I thought, I wonder if there's anything new out there. I didn't buy any. All right, where's, I don't have any scrap paper. Hang on, I'll grab one here real quick. Okay, on this one, I'm not going to do his whole body. I'll just cut out his little face when I just want something small. And then I can use up in fact, I'll do that several times around the edge. So that I can just use his cute little face and use up the rest of the paper that way. Conserving, you freaks. Just in time for the monkeys. And this looks like a mess. But what I'll do is either leave it like this and go throw it out next to the couch. And then in the evening, while I'm watching some nonsense that Robert probably wants to watch that I don't care about, I'll just sit there and color it. So I got a lot out of one sheet, wouldn't you say? And I think in that pack that I put in the link for, I think it was 30 sheets. And I bought the lesser amount because I wasn't sure if it was going to be something that I was going to love. But now, since I know I'm going to enjoy it, next time I order, which I know there probably will be a next time, I will order the larger amount because you get a little bit price drop. So, yeah. So, let's give ourselves a purple monkey or a purple monster. Yep, I like that purple. And you guys, I'm not old yet because I don't wear purple. Do you guys remember that book, When I Grow Old, I Shall Wear Purple Pants or something like that? If it's not black, gray, or blue, chances are really good. I'm not going to wear it. All right, let's see if we got... Oh, let's use pink. 2 different colors of pink. Oh, come on. There. Got it. I'm having to put my head to the sides because the camera's in the way. So I'm not seeing real good. Yeah, he needs purple legs or pink legs. Oh, I know something I want to try. It should work, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay. How could that turn permanent? Is that permanent on regular paper? Oh, this is a Sharpie, so it probably is permanent. No, it's not. Well, now that's weird as hell, you guys. Color it on the washi paper, absorbs completely, and if I put water on it, it doesn't run. Regular paper, and this is just like 20-pound, whatever, it smears. That's weird. That's way weird. I wonder if the washi has some little fibers or something in it. That really baffles me why that made that ink appear to be more permanent. Dorothy, you are old enough to wear purple. Get on it, girl. Get those purple pants out. When I met Robert's mother, well, not when I met her, but we had brought her down to the house. We told her we were having a birthday party for Robert because she was going into a nursing home and she was going to fight it completely. And so we brought her to my house. We told her we're having a birthday party for Robert and she was going to come and stay at my house for the weekend. And so when we went to pick her up, I gathered up a bunch of her clothes. Of course, she was going to need clothes at the nursing home, and but she had dementia, and Robert was not good. I'm just saying, he wasn't real good about taking care of his mother. But anyway, mostly because he didn't think about things. You know, he didn't think about how often she was bathing, how often she was changing her clothes, whether her clothes were clean, you know, just so many things. So I'll never forget when I moved her here, I picked up a bunch of her stuff, brought it to my house and washed it. And so the night we were having the party, I picked out a pair of purple pants for her to wear. And she was, now keep in mind, she had dementia, didn't know me. She was so mad at me. She was so angry at me and telling me that she's not wearing somebody else's clothes. Those aren't her purple pants. And I was just like, oh my God, Robert, what do I do? She won't put on the pants. Didn't matter what I offered her. She was so not going to wear whatever I suggested. And it was all clothes out of her closet that all I had done is wash them. So they probably smelled fresh. So yeah, that was cray. She was so angry at me that I was trying to put her in somebody else's pants. I'm really not. I don't remember how we got her dressed that night. I really don't. Because she was having none of it. Okay, now I'm going to try this using the marker as watercolor and go ahead and but yep, I trying to put her in some purple pants. And those were definitely not hers. She ended up really loving me because I went into the nursing home. Bye, Dee Dee. I'm not going to be here a whole lot longer. But every time I went into the nursing home, I took her a strawberry shortcake. Oh my God. She loved seeing me walk in the door because I was the strawberry shortcake lady. I brought her all kinds of junk. I think when you get a certain age, you should be able to eat what you want. And if she ate strawberry shortcake and didn't eat her dinner, I didn't care. I did not care. And the people at the nursing home pretty much knew, don't say anything to me about feeding Roberta. Your mom loves blizzards. Yeah, just so when you go there, take her one. You know, like how much they've earned whatever junk food you take in there. That's why I just eat junk food now if I want it, because I'm not going to spend my time worrying about the day that I lose my mind. I'm eating it if I want it. And I try and be somewhat sensible, but I'm not going to go all crazy. I'm really not. That's what I used to tell my dad. They gave my dad pain pills. He was not diagnosed with cancer, but they found something on his lungs in an x-ray. And so in his mind, he was probably going to die of cancer or something. And but they gave him pain pills. And he was like, well, I don't want to take them. I said, well, why not? Well, I'll get addicted. And I said, Dad, you're 88. Who cares if you're addicted? Like, really, if you need the pain pills, take the pain pills. He was just not going to do that. I said, it's not like I'm going to go find you on the other, on the wrong side of town, hitting up drug dealers for your pain pills. They'll give you as many as you want. Yeah, see, Barbie, I think if you know the end is coming, and if you're in your 80s, you can pretty much guarantee that. You're not going to live forever. So enjoy every damn day you've got. And maybe there are people who will disagree with me, but that's not me. I think live your life and enjoy it. But anyway, yeah, Dad wouldn't take his pain pills. I don't think he needed them, frankly, but it was something we would argue about. Take your damn pain pills. My dad, the junkie. I think elderly people, it's often a case of being happy they ate something rather than worrying what they ate. See, Terry, that's what I think. And I think there comes a time, I know there did in my dad's um, latter days, um, where there was so much in his life that he could no longer do. It just physically, he was not able because he was just damn old. Um, and so if that blizzard or that strawberry shortcake or that package of wafer cookies, whatever it was, gave him some pleasure throughout the day, he could sit there and watch some rerun on TV and eat the whole damn package of whatever it was, and you would have never heard a peep out of me. I'm not kidding you. Eat the whole damn package, and when you run out, I'll be the first one to go buy you more. Because his world had gotten so small that the things he enjoyed were just out of his reach. So if his joy was a package of wafer cookies, screw all you people. He's eaten all the wafer cookies that fat little body can hold. I promise you. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, I honestly believe that. You know, just enjoy whatever time you've got. Because believe me, there's no guarantee of tomorrow for any of us. So that doesn't mean go hog wild today, but it does mean find time every day to enjoy something in your life. It's fleeting. And if you've got somebody elderly in your life, enjoy them. Enjoy every day you have with them because you don't know how long you're going to have. See, Terry, that's what I think too. And I don't think until you reach a certain age and you're dealing with elderly parents, and Devin certainly knows this right now, I don't think any of us ever stop and think about all the things our parents did for us, the sacrifices they had to make. And so toward the end of my mother's life, especially, she was sick, real sick for a good 6 months. And I never begrudged her 1 minute of my time because I thought I was such an asshole little kid. I had to be. I know I was. She did everything for us kids, all 7 of us. I was the only one there taking care of her, but yeah, I just think about what they've done for you. They better give you dark chocolate and whiskey, Barbie. There you go. You know, and I don't know. I guess if I had to ask for anything, I would ask for lemon cake or lemon donuts. I love lemon cake and lemon donuts. And other than that, I don't know. Maybe taco. Yeah. So I love my little monsters here. Let's color let's use the Super Tips. Super Tips don't have a great skin color. I mean, up here would be the closest, but those aren't really good. But the monkey, yeah, let's find if we can. Yeah, we'll do one of the little monkey faces. I don't know. I think my thinking has changed the older I've gotten. For real. I think about things so different than I did when I was younger. Believe it or not, you guys, I'm not as militant as I used to be, if that gives you any idea of what a pain in the ass I was. And maybe still am about certain things, but much more permissive now. Except get your ass off my lawn. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a little monkey. This, I think, I do love his little monkey face. I think he will appear in the Beast a lot with little thought bubbles over his head, either about something outrageous that I heard or saw that day. But I kind of expect that his face will appear a lot. I kind of do. In fact, I'll color a bunch of them right now so they're ready to go. And while I have the colors out. So, did you guys just feel like I totally wasted your whole day? Sorry. All you use this one's whole body. But I don't know about you, but this was fun for me to play with this paper. And I'll bet Amazon is selling a lot of it now. Tell me in chat how many of you ordered it and think you'll use it and love it. And Terry, I'll try and remember to get some in the mail. Not a huge amount, but I'll keep it envelope size so that when I walk in the post office, they don't rape me. I'm so over the Postal Service, you guys. I'm like over it. I can't think of one thing that they do well anymore. Used to be, I think the Postal Service was really awesome. You know, they carried out their duties awesomely. I can't say that anymore. I really can't say that. I think they're a bunch of buttholes that don't care about their jobs, don't care about the customer. And I've seen too many instances of it. But used to be, I think the post office truly was like iconic. I just can't say that anymore. I mean, I don't do a lot of mailing, but when the stuff that I mail doesn't get where it's going, you wonder about the people who do a lot of mailing. Okay, thanks, Dorothy. Yeah, and I wonder what black hole the stuff that never gets delivered goes to. Where does it end up? Is there some huge dump pile somewhere where mail goes? I'm going to do it anyway, Terry, so don't argue with me because if you don't know by now, I'm going to win the argument. Okay? All right. Thanks, Joanne. I look forward to Mondays and Wednesdays for Dee Dee as well. I definitely do. So I'm really liking all of this, you guys. I really am. So these little characters will end up, I got to, look, I've got the Beast kind of set up for April. But I love this. I love that it's in there and that my page isn't wrinkly or anything. It's just perfect. I love it. Have you seen the videos of people that buy crates of undelivered packages? I've seen a couple of them, Kathy. And I guess that's where it ends up. You know, you just, or I don't know. But I have seen those. Yeah. It ends up in Newman's apartment from Seinfeld. I don't know. I just wonder. All right, you guys, I'm going to probably call it a day. I'm so excited. I will get the pig butt stamps out to you. That's Angela Hicks, right? Let me double check and see that I have an address for you. I'm sure I do, but I'm wondering what I have it under. Let me see. Oh, Angela R. Hicks. Okay, I've got you. You're still in Fayetteville? You're not very far from me, Angela. I hope she's still here. Are you still in Fayetteville? I could drive it over. Fayetteville is really close to me. All right, but yeah, I can find that stamp and get it out to you if you're still at that same address. Okay. Keep an eye out for it. I'll probably do it in the morning and try and get it out on Wednesday if I can't beat the mailman tomorrow. But I will definitely do that. I've got the note right here. I will do that. I try and do the things I promise. I really do. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go figure out what me and the rat are going to eat tonight. Clean up this damn mess that I have. And I hope if you buy the paper that we've been showing that you love it. I'm in total love with it. So, hi Brenda, I didn't see you come in. Yeah. All right. Go out, do something fun. Yeah. Be kind. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.